Hey, hey, hey. Hello, loves. Hello, my loves. Get in Facebook and let y'all know I'm in here. I am in the building. In the building. Okay. Hey, hey.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Great. How are you? I'm on my way home.
Oh, got you.
Don't want to miss
Hey,
anything.
Carrie,
Mm-hmm.
what happened to Duck Dynasty?
Here's some news about Duck Dynasty.
I had to mute it.
Duck Dynasty, what you was hearing about was that they have a baby.
Hey, my loves. Hey, my loves. How are y'all doing this evening? I told y'all we were gonna be on. Miss Tiffany, did you get your stuff?
I did.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Make sure you let
I received it 2 days ago.
Okay, good. Sometimes USPS, they'll send me a delivery notice and sometimes they won't. I told them they just be doing what they want to do sometimes.
I'm excited to work with it.
Yeah, and they're gonna be so easy. You're gonna love them.
Now I'm waiting on my easy, not my easy press, my heat press.
Do you have an easy press already?
Yes, I have an easy press.
Okay, so you know you can do them with the easy press.
Okay.
You just
See, I
have to.
thought it was better with, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's gonna be better. It's better with the heat press. It is definitely.
Okay.
Hey, my loves. Hey, my loves. Y'all know me. I'm gonna give everybody 5 minutes to get in here, and who we have at 7:05 is who we are rolling with.
On the phone.
Okay, because we're gonna get into some good stuff. Yelma, did I say that right? And guys, y'all utilize the chat, okay? Go ahead and utilize the chat room. Hi, Rashonda. Alexa, down, turn down. Alexa trying to out-talk me. Yes, I love y'all coming in here on time. I love it. Absolutely love it. Once we start, guys, I'm going to introduce who I am once again for those of you who do not know me. And then we are going to get rocking and rolling. Hey, Radesha. I'm gonna ask that once everyone come in and you say your highs, your hellos, that you go ahead and mute yourself. Yes, guys, utilize the chat that way. Because I am recording these, they are going to be recorded so that I can place them up in the group. That way you can go back to them every time you want to. Okay. So once you come in, mute yourself, guys. We got 3 more minutes and then we are going to go ahead and get started. Okay. I'm not going to wait for. Hi, Crystal.
I have you guys on mute because, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Once everybody
Mama.
we are going to mute. That way it won't be so a lot of feedback noise in, because I am recording the classes so that they can be put up into the actual group. Now, of course, y'all get to see me with fresh face, no nothing. But we're gonna have fun tonight, you guys. I hope that this class is gonna be very informative for you. For those of you that do not, maybe you're just starting out or you already know these, and that is something I'm gonna ask. Hey, Renelle, how you doing, love? That is something I'm gonna ask, is that even if I'm going over something, guys, that you already know, there are people that's coming on here that are just starting out, so they don't know what to do, how to do it. And so that's all I ask, is that you are patient with those who don't know quite what they're doing, okay? Because we've all been a newbie at some point in time. We have all started new, and it's discouraging as a newbie when, sometimes when you feel like you can't ask a question because you don't want to seem like you're crazy. I always say that the only dumb question is the question that you do not ask. Hey, Deandra, I hope I said that right.
Hello.
And guys, I will ask that as soon as you come in, if you will mute your mics, only because I am recording the class so that it can go back up into the group. So that way we don't have a lot of feedback. But however, if you do have a question, and guys, utilize the chat if you want to. I'm gonna ask, who do I have on here? Who's not driving? I see Miss Yelma. Okay, I see you. If you can just go ahead and check the chat for me. That way if someone has a question, just let me know if you don't mind. Because once I start sharing my screen, it's gonna take away that feature for me. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So it is 7:05. So we're about to get rocking and rolling because I only want to stay on here to about 8:15. What we will do is we will go over everything that we need to do. I ask that you do save your questions for the end. But if you're crafting along as I am doing it, I have no problems with you unmuting your mic to ask a question, okay? But if it's something that can wait, if it's not related to what we're doing now, I just ask that you do wait until at the end of the Zoom, and then I'll pick up on any questions that you have, okay? So first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Sheena, the owner and creator of Crafting with Sheena Academy. Teaching, since I've always wanted to be a teacher, not educational teacher, but a teacher since I was a little kid, okay? While other people were outside playing, I was in teaching my baby dolls and I was making lesson plans. So I always did want to be a teacher. However, I started working with graphics in about 2004. While I was in college to get my pharmacy tech degree, I also went through the process of taking some graphic designing courses at the same time. So I've been doing this since 2005 as far as graphics is concerned. Hey guys, welcome. Whenever you come in, if you'll mute your mic for me. I started dealing with graphics in 2005. My first official thing was my baby shower invitations. And from there, that was a miniature business for me. In 2016 is when I actually started doing this portion of the business, which was custom things. I was doing it only for my family in the beginning. However, it quickly turned into a business. But because of the different issues that I was having with people placing an order and just different things, I decided that I wanted to go ahead and give it up. So I did do that. However, in 2018, I decided that the only way for me to pursue what I wanted to pursue was to not quit. It didn't matter how hard it got, how slow it got. I decided that it was not time for me to give up and quit. So at that point, I decided that, hey, this is what I want to do, and I want to do it full time. At the same time, I had a baby, and he was born with a few issues. He would not eat when he was little. So because of all of that, the best thing for me to do would be to stay home and make my business work for me. Throughout the course of the years, I have often gotten discouraged. I have often quit, but I always went back to it, okay? So there are times that you're gonna be discouraged, you're gonna wanna quit, but the thing about it is keep going. You cannot afford to quit, okay? Because somebody needs your business. In June of 2020, I decided that, well, let me start a Crafting with Sheena group. This is what I wanna do. Starting my group, didn't have much participation at all. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna teach them what to do if they don't wanna be interested in it. So then I kind of let the group go by. And then I guess about a month ago, I really felt that pull and tug on my heart because I'm like, what is my niche? What do I need to learn to do? And so started my Crafting with Sheena. And from there, that's when everything has just worked out completely how I wanted it to, okay? So that's it about me. What we're on here tonight to do is we're going to learn how to create custom chip bags, but there were some people that was having issues with making the SVG. There were some people that mentioned about making an ombre background. So we are going to do all of that, okay? As I told y'all before, download Silhouette software. Now, guys, if you have not gotten a chance to download Silhouette software, it is okay. I am going to make sure that this is up in the group, okay? It's gonna be in one of the tabs. I'll be able to tell y'all where it's gonna be once I see how big the file is and where it loaded up to, okay? Another thing we are gonna start doing, guys, and this is gonna be great for y'all. When we do come on and we do our Zoom calls, I'm gonna start putting the images that y'all need into the group beforehand, okay? That way we can do the same project, work on the same thing, and then that'll be considered our Crafting with Sheena project, okay? So without further ado, let's get into it. So right now, if you have a pen and a piece of paper, I'm going to put these, I'm gonna share my screen first, okay? Well, I guess it's gonna make me, okay, let me share my screen. Alrighty, guys, and once my screen is shared, I can hardly see anything. So if someone can unmute and tell me, do y'all see my screen right now?
I see it.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go down here to Silhouette Software, Silhouette Studio, okay? Now, guys, remember, take down these measurements because they are going to absolutely help you, okay? I do have the business edition of Silhouette, and so if you don't have the business edition or if you have the designer or the designer plus, my screen may look a little different from yours, but it's okay. It works the same way, okay? But the first thing you're gonna do is I'm gonna put this up on the screen. And as y'all see, I have a ton of files, got a ton of them. Okay, so boom, here is the measurements that you are going to do for your chip bag. All right, and I'm gonna show y'all, we're gonna break this down first before we even start doing anything to this, okay? So I'm gonna ungroup it. What I came in and done first was I took this white, I made a white square. Do y'all see that I'm in Silhouette Studio?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So what I done first was I just made a white square that was an 8.5 by 11, which is what your sheet of paper, which is what your paper is going to be like, okay? When you do the 1 ounce bag of chips, you're always going to use the 8.5 by 11 square, okay? But then what you do is,
The measurements.
oh, sorry, let me put them back up here, okay? So what you come in and do is, for the top portion of your bag, it's 8.5 by 0.935. That's gonna be for the top and the bottom of your bag, okay? And then for your design area, which is this is the white part right here. So that measurement is 5.436 by 6.582. And for your two sides, which will be considered the back of your bag, your parts back here, you're gonna have 2.7. I'm sorry, guys, let me let people in. You're gonna have 2.753 by 8.5, and you're gonna do that on both sides of the of that middle square, okay? And so that's the entire design that you're working on, okay? That's the entire thing. All right. So now that we have the measurements for the bag, let me go in and do this really, really quickly. So somebody said that they wasn't sure how to make an SVG. I'll show you how to make one in Illustrator, but I will also show you, because once you have the business edition of Silhouette Studio, you can go in and make a file with that, okay? So I'm just gonna come in here and type America. I'll just do something really simple and easy, okay? I'm gonna make this big. Well, I'll tell y'all what, let's do back to school. And I'm just gonna use this on the chip bag. I'm gonna come in and center my text. I'm gonna come in and type welcome. And guys, this is the same way for every single thing, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm just typing my text. For those of you that do know how I am, I'm a fonts person. I absolutely love fonts. They're the best thing since sliced bread to me. I have thousands and thousands of fonts on here, but we're not gonna go through all of that. I'm just gonna pick 2 of my old faithful fonts that I'm always just straight going to. Like for some reason, I absolutely love them. They're my favorite. Okay. And so let me show y'all guys how easy it is once you get that business edition. And all I'm doing is, as you can see, I'm just moving my line up, okay? So that it's not so spaced out, all right? I'm going the opposite way. Okay. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come and make this, let's just say, I'll make it black for the time being. I will come here, okay? And then I will go to the top and weld this together so that it will combine it to one image, okay? And so now I have the top, the front of what I want my cheer bag to look like, okay? What I will do is, if you have the business edition, I will show you really quickly. Once you've done that, guys, you come to your file, save as, save to hard drive. And then down here, I can save it to as an SVG or a PDF, however I want to do it, okay? And boom, just that simple. That's how you do it. It works the same way in Adobe Illustrator. They always want me to take a survey when I'm trying to do something. Okay, so let me show you. Same thing, I'll come in. Okay, I guess it's loading. Okay, there it goes. All right, and so I'll just come in here and type America. And guys, a lot of times you can get, don't ever let these softwares intimidate you, because they can be very intimidating. I will say that, but they all kind of work the same. So I'll come on and just change my font to something. I'll just change it to this here, okay? It's really pretty. I'll make a star to put on top of the, right here. Okay, as you can see, I'm not sure if y'all can see it, but this blue line, y'all see the blue line that's around this star in this area? That means that it has already made the star into a cut file, okay? However, to create the word into a cut file, you're gonna simply right click or Shift Control 0, create outlines, okay? As you can see, these middle pieces are in here. I'm pointing to the screen like y'all can see that. But these middle pieces here, okay? You're simply gonna come to your Pathfinder, weld these together. Take this off. Now you see around it, there are the blue lines, okay? Well, this is now an SVG that you can send to the customer or you can make for yourself. It's gonna be a cut file. You just hit File, Save As. I'll save it on my computer. Same thing, save as an SVG. And boom, you can start making and selling your own SVGs. Okay, guys, so that is for, I'm not sure who it was that asked about making a SVG, but there you go. That's how you make that.
So I have a question.
Okay.
How do you retain the sign?
Well, that what's gonna happen is because I made that because I made the size as a 12.75 by 9, when it's gonna transfer over into whatever software you're putting it in, you're gonna have to adjust it because it's gonna be based off of that 12.75. What was it that I put? I think it was 12.75 by 9. Now, if I was to go in Silhouette Studio and make a 12.75 by 9 file size, then it will transfer it over as the same size. Did that help you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here we are, guys. So again, those of you who are entering, drop me high in the chat. I cannot see because I'm sharing my screen. However, I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I told the ones that were in here at the beginning, guys. If I'm going over something that you already know, just bear with me because there are some people on here that has no idea how to do any of this stuff, okay? So we're just gonna be patient. We are working together as a team, alrighty, guys? And if you do have a question about anything else besides what I'm working on, I ask that you wait until when the live is almost over. However, if it's something that you wanna know while I'm on here, go ahead. And while I'm working on something, you can go ahead and ask, okay? So now, here we go. First thing we're gonna do is let's go get images. And guys, the reason why I did not get images already was because I wanted to show y'all this step by step, okay? So I'm just gonna put school images, school clip art. Now you can go, I'm sorry. Did someone have a question? Okay. So let me tell you, Google is just always a place to go, okay? But let me give y'all a really great tool for when you're searching for images in Google. Once you search your image and you go to images, always click tools and make sure that your size is large. And that will give you everything that's gonna be a great size whenever you go to print it out, okay? And so I'm just gonna grab a few images off of here that I see that I think is cute, that I like. I seen a school, I think it was this one. But I don't want that one because I'm gonna have to. Okay, here we go. And do you see how pixelated these images are? You do not want to use images like that, okay? Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, I'll take this one. And then I think I want, oh no, well that's a GIF. I think I want some color pencils. Okay. I think I'll get this one. Okay, boom. And this is what I want. Well, I want this one. Okay, yeah, they're closer together. Okay. So now I have the few. Now this is cute. Okay, let me see if I can save it. Okay, so now I have a few images that I want, right? But some of these I could show it to you in Photoshop, but I'm gonna show you a free software that you can go and use, okay? So you're gonna go to remove BG right here. See, all right, make sure you copy that down. Remove BG, let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna select my image. And I had those color pencils. I'm gonna take this one. I'm just gonna upload it in here and boom, look at that. It's already taken the image off for me. It's already taking the background off, okay? And you just keep adding your images in here. Isn't that so simple, guys? And so you can do this with everything. If y'all seen the picture that it was, I'll show it to you once I go back over. And then all my images on here now versus if you do the same thing in Photoshop, you just go to, I think it's clear background, I think it is. And while we're in, oh, sorry guys, I did forget to say this. While you're in, I think this might have been a PNG already. While you're in Google, now I will put y'all some in the group because I found out today how I can add files to the group. We're gonna look for nutrition clip art. Well, not that, nutrition label. And guys, I'm just pulling one off, but there are different ones that say birthday. There are different ones that say, and I'll put a blank one in the group. I'll put one that you can just use for your I'll just use this one, okay? All right, and then you also want to look for a barcode. Okay, you want to look for a barcode. And I'll also put a blank one in there so that you can customize the barcode, okay? So let's see what other images I need to put. Now, what I would suggest is for your barcode, okay, guys, I think that's it. I would suggest for your barcode and for your nutrition label that you leave them with the white background, okay? Don't adjust those at all. So I think we have everything we need, okay? Now I know Radesha, one of the questions that Radesha had was how to make an ombre background, okay? So let me show you guys in Silhouette software, Silhouette Studio. Oh, guys, the ones of you who have just come in, go ahead and take down these are the measurements that you're gonna make for every single chip bag that you are doing, okay? This is your measurements for every single chip bag. All right.
It's out of screen for me.
It's out of screen for you.
Yeah. It's over to the right.
Let me see. Did this work?
Yep.
That helped you? Okay. Go ahead and take down those measurements for your chip bag, okay? So here's what we're gonna do, all right? I came in and I made a square. I made a square that was what I need my middle piece to be, okay? My 5.436 by 6.582, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna move y'all over here. I don't know if y'all can see me moving y'all. However, up here, right here, guys, where my mouse is, in this middle section is your gradient tool, okay? This is where Silhouette Studio trumps every design software as a cutting software, okay? Here I can make this, see how I have the gradient of it already being like this, where my color go from dark to light, okay? If I click down to my advanced options, here it goes. I can change this however I want it. I'm sorry?
We can only see the chip bag measurements. We can't see
Oh.
like the top.
Can y'all see this?
Yeah, that right there.
Okay, well,
But
can you see
whatever
this?
you were,
Can you see this?
nope.
Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay. So for this middle piece right here, okay, this is your gradient tool on Silhouette software, all right? In Design Studio, can y'all still see it? Can y'all
I
see
can.
both of these?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So
I
what
can
I'm gonna
see
do for the moment is I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna move the chip bag out the way, okay? Just so that y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. So we're gonna put this right here, okay? So for your gradient tool, if you want, okay, so let me go back, okay? So I'm gonna click this middle gradient tool, right? Well, I'm gonna scroll all the way down and go to my advanced options. Once I get there, can y'all still see? Okay.
Yes.
You can adjust your gradient however you choose to adjust it, okay? I can make this gradient however I want it to, okay? I can come over here and change that I want this to be another blue, okay? And then as I adjust it, do y'all see how the gradient up there is slowly moving? But here's what you do. If you look at when I shift the angle, come on. Okay, here we go. If you see, all right, let me go back here. And I'm gonna hit this one. I want this. I'm gonna just do pink, okay? Because this is one of my favorite gradients right here. I love these colors together. As I'm adjusting the colors, okay, I can come in, you see, so now I have that purple in the middle. And I can click here and it's the purple that I wanted, okay? But let's say I wanted to shift. Then you come and hit your angle and you just turn it the way you want it to turn. Do you see that, guys? I think I like it like this. Okay, let me go to, let me just do a red and blue. I want this to be blue, okay? And for my middle gradient, I think I want it maybe, oh, I like this. Oh, let me do gray. Okay. Okay, here we go. And so that is how you make your color go from a lighter color to a darker color, okay? Gradient, and it's the same thing in Photoshop, guys. And we will be doing a Photoshop class for you all that work in Photoshop to see that. But it's so much easier to come in Silhouette Studio and do that. So Radesha, did that help you?
Yes, ma'am. So
Okay.
I just, if I want to add more like a, say I want like a more like a duller blue. Can I
Yes.
just put the hex number in some kind of way?
Yes, right here. If you see, let me pull it up. If you see down right here, you can put the hex number in. Do you see it?
Yes. Then how do I add more little, you see those like the little white, I'm gonna call them tips, and then that blue tip you have on the end? How do I
Yes.
add more tips in between?
Oh, you just click. Just click.
Ah,
And
okay.
once you click, you're just changing the color that you want it to be.
And then I just click on the tip and change it to the blue
Yes.
variation.
Just change it to the blue variations that you want.
Okay.
So that's how you do your middle piece, you know, your gradient, is that you're just simply moving, you're just shifting your colors around. Okay, guys. So far, is everybody still with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do anybody have questions about this part? No? Okay.
My
Oh,
my
I'm sorry.
thing don't look like yours. My
Oh, well-
silhouette, that I don't know, because I don't know not really nothing about it, but my thing is white over here.
What's your
Mine is
background?
Yeah.
Only because, okay, so let me show y'all. The only reason why mine is gray is because if you go, I'm not sure, can y'all see me all the way over here where my mouse is now by the send?
See it.
Let me see, I'm gonna make it smaller, okay? Let me make it smaller so y'all can actually see what I'm doing, okay? Can y'all see the Silhouette software now?
Yeah, maybe delete the gradient box, Sheena.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So right here to the right, do y'all see the settings down here? To the
Not
right.
exactly where the settings are, but I see where preferences popped up.
Okay, perfect. So let me tell you, where settings are is at the bottom right before, like at the tip of the window, okay? You have preferences there. Well, this is where I come in and my display color, I changed it to dark. But if I was to change it to light and press apply, it would turn white. Is that what you're saying?
No, like you see how you have the grid? She have a
Yeah.
sheet of paper.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
mine
Well,
is-
listen. Okay, so let me tell you how you change that. Okay, you come up, you go to the right by send, because I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll have to check and see.
I can see it.
Okay, so if you hit open page setup
Open page.
over here,
Okay, open page.
I change my transparent. You see how when I change it off, and if I come to the middle section here,
Uh-huh.
if I take off show grid, then it's gonna take off my grid, okay? And if my transparency is all the way down, then this is what you're gonna see. Right? Is that
Right,
what you-
that's
Yes.
how mine is.
Yeah, so you need to change your transparency to 100. If you scroll your transparency all the way over to 100, then you will be able to see your mat.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so boom, let's go. Let's start building up our chip bag, okay? So I'm going to add my images in. So you're gonna click file and merge, okay? And so I'm gonna see, because sometimes Silhouette can get ganky where it won't let me. Okay, so it's acting ganky tonight. So the first thing you do, guys, is come in here and put all your stuff in here, okay? Put everything in here. So I'm just putting all the images that we got earlier, okay? And then we're gonna hit merge, and I have here's the blank barcode that I had for you guys that I am gonna put in the group, okay? And then I think it was in downloads maybe, or my desktop, that I saved the nutrition fact. Just because I'm looking for it. So I'll come in and put this blank one in, okay? Okay, just so we'll know where we at, all right? So boom, now I have everything here, okay? Now it's time for me to decide where I want all of this to go, okay? So I know for sure that in the middle here, I do want, and I'm gonna ungroup this. And so has everybody copied down these measurements? So I'm about to take them off.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna come and I want my background to be red, okay? Well, I think I want my background to be white. I'm gonna put it white, okay? But in the middle of I want this here. So let me take all this off. Okay. So remember, this is the piece that's gonna go in my middle section, okay? So that's why I'm building that up first, okay? I'm building that up first. So I want this to say welcome, and I want to say back to school. So let me show y'all something else really cool about Silhouette that once again, I like, and not just because I'm certified to teach it, I just like it, okay? I've learned over the course of the years that you start working smarter, not harder, okay? So what I like about Silhouette is if I come back to my fill tool, and I'm gonna move this here only so you guys can see it, okay? I'm gonna hit these dots up here, okay? And then I'm just gonna come and pick a pattern, one of the patterns that I have. Let me do this blue. I'm gonna do this blue, okay? Well, let me do this one. There you go, boom. That's what I want right there, okay? And so then I'm gonna change this to, and so this is what I like about this, okay? If I want to, I'm gonna zoom in, okay? Because can y'all still see?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to, I want to get this green down here for my welcome, okay? So I'm gonna click this little eyedropper tool, and I'm gonna click here, and you see it changed that color. So then for the offset, I'm gonna come in, and then I'm gonna do this. I don't want my offset that thick, so I'm gonna come in and choose this purple. Well, maybe I'll do the blue at the top. No, I don't like that. Okay, I think I like this. So I'm going to put these together, okay? So now for the front of my chip bag, let me show y'all what I want. I want this. So I'm gonna make this smaller. I'm gonna turn it this way. And I want it centered and I want it just like that. I want it to sit just like this, okay? So let me bring it back down. And then I want this little pack of pencils to sit like right here. And guys, this is just very plain Jane, but this is just so you all will get the gist of what making a chill bag is, okay? So we're gonna go here and I'm gonna put this right here. And I think maybe I'll put, I'm gonna just put Mrs. Thomas's class. Because then I'll give this to my class when they come in the first day of school, okay? So yeah, I'll put this right here, okay? And then boom, I'm gonna shrink this down and I think I want this to be, I'll put it black, okay? And then I'm gonna show you at the end, okay, what you are going to put, how you're gonna take that red from around your words, okay? All right. So I have Miss Thomas's class and then I'm gonna put, let's have a great school year. Okay, so then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna stretch it out so that all will be in one text. I'm gonna change this to black. And then of course I'm gonna come over here and get my little fancy dancy, my fonts that I chose, okay? Okay, so then boom, and now we have this part of our bag done, okay? And so I even be fancy, guys, and I'm just gonna change the back of it. I'm gonna change the back of it to, let's go. Let's see, I'm going to, I'm gonna put it in, I'm sorry, guys, I just gotta. Okay, all right, so then I'm going to, let's just make this background. No, that's too bright. Okay, let's go right here, boom, this is it. This is what I'm sticking with, okay? So I'm going to come here. Okay, let me see if it let me pull it off. Yes, all right, so I'm gonna select my lines, right? And I'm going to come to these, the line color right here to the right. Do you see this transparency? Once I hit that, look at that, that's taking all that red away, okay? So then I realized, well, this is not giving me kind of what I want, I guess, which I don't know why I chose that purple because that was something that a color in mind. So then I'll just come in and add an offset to it if that's the color that I want to go with, okay? And then I can make my offset, I'll just make my offset white, okay? So that way I can see it. Well, not my lines, I'm sorry. My fill color is gonna be white, okay? And then I'll just come back and stick that right there, okay? And then I can leave the black like that, all right? So boom, that is the front of the chip bag, okay? We've completed the front of it. So now it's done, okay? This is the main part that you're designing, okay? So now let's move all this to the side, okay? So now
Wait, I have a question.
Okay.
Wait. I have a question. I told you I had lots of questions, baby.
Oh, you fine?
So, like in your crafting with Sheena, you have like, you know how you have like a little piece cut out and then it fit like right into your name.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
so
show
like
you.
if you do the welcome back and you take the welcome down a little bit.
I'll show you where I'll show you. Can y'all still see?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this, right? And I'll just put up here so that y'all can see. However, I'm just gonna come and change it back to black so that you all can see exactly what I'm doing, okay? Not my line, I need this full color black. Okay, boom, here we go. So let me ungroup this. So this will give me exactly what I want right here. Okay, so what I did was you're gonna come in and you're gonna offset this your text, okay, to the size you want it. So I'm gonna go about right here, okay? I'm gonna go about 0.45, right? I'm gonna change this color so that we'll see what I'm doing. Y'all, why do I just insist on changing the line color? Okay, so I'm gonna change this to red, okay? So if you see right here, I'm gonna tilt this a little bit, okay? So right for the tip of this, okay? I'm going to hit shift and I'm gonna select the welcome and the back to school, okay? From that point, I'm going to come over to the right to my modified panel. And I'm gonna hit, not that. Yes, that is what I'm hitting. I'm gonna hit subtract. Okay, once I hit subtract, let me do it again. Once I hit subtract, as you can see, it took this little piece off. Group it together, and then I can set my welcome right there, and it'll have that little piece that's not there.
Cool beans.
So did you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so you can do this, guys, for, I mean, there's a ton of stuff that you can, I mean, if you see my crafting with Sheena, that's exactly what I've done to get it like that, okay? And so then I'm just gonna go back and put this back right here. Okay? So y'all ready? We're moving on. And so I'll move this down, okay? And then let me see what else I got. I may have to put something else over here because that looks a little plain. Well, now I'll put these on the back. Okay, so now we have the front of our chip bag already done. Let me see. I think I maybe want to move this over. Let me see if it'll let me grab it. Okay, so let me grab this together. Okay, so let me move this here, and then I want to make this bigger, okay? All right, boom. So now the front of our chip bag is done, okay? So let me group all this together. Well, the first thing you're gonna do is make sure that this I'm gonna select these little pencils and my wording, and I'm gonna group them together, right? But then I'm gonna select everything and I'm going to make sure that it's centered, okay? So boom, here I go. That's done, all right? So now let's go to the top and the bottom of the chip bag, okay? So I have this here, right? And so you can always move this around exactly how you need it to be, okay? As long as your size is right, because once you're printing it, that's what counts, okay? So I'm just gonna send this to the back. All right, so now let's start with the top of the bag. I'm going to change this. For my color, I want it to be this green for my top and my bottom, okay? And so I want these color pencils on here, okay? So I'm gonna flip them vertically because this is how I want it to look, okay? And so I'm gonna duplicate this because I need it to stretch all the way across, okay? And then I'm gonna show you how you cut this off to make sure that you're getting so we're gonna focus strictly on the top right now, okay? If y'all still with me, let me know.
We here.
So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna grab a square. I'm sorry.
Here.
Okay. And then I'm gonna put this square right here, okay? Where it's even with this side of this area, okay? I'm gonna select this and then I'm gonna hit subtract. Well, this took that extra piece that I don't need away, okay? And so now I'm gonna group these two together because I wanna duplicate them so that I can bring it to the bottom because I want the same thing on the bottom, okay? And I'm gonna flip it vertically. Okay. And then I'm gonna make this a little smaller so that it'll fit, and then I'll show you how you're going to make sure, boom, right here. Okay. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate this off, okay? And I'm gonna bring it to the top. And so let me tell you what you can do for this part. Right click it and bring to front, okay? So that way I see where these pencils are and where I need them to be cut off at, all right? So I'm gonna bring this to the front. I'm gonna line this one up on top. Okay? And then I'm only going to send this one back to the back, okay? But then I know that I need to take off all of this, okay? Okay, so then once I do that, go ahead and select it. Okay, well, let me make sure these are together. Well, let me group this one with these. And so sometimes you will lose, make sure everything is always highlighted together, okay? So then I'm gonna come here, select these two, and then I'm gonna subtract it. Make sure you piece it back together, okay? And so this is gonna be the top of, let me bring it to the front. Well, okay, then let me come back over and bring this to the front. Okay, so here is the top of my chip bag, okay? And so then we're gonna come in, and of course, I know that it cut off more than I wanted to, but that's just and for some reason, Silhouette Studio does this whenever you're going to erase something, it changes the entire screen. It changes the entire screen of color. So I just always come use my knife tool and just cut it. And that way it's easier for me, okay? And so boom, here we go. So now we have our top and we have the top of the bag, and now we're about to get the bottom of the bag done. So remember, you do the same thing. Come, duplicate it, bring this to front, and then we're lining these two up, okay? Select them. Okay. Well, I don't want this selected. So I'm just gonna press shift and I'm gonna select all of these, okay? So we're making sure everything is together, and then I'm gonna hit subtract, and then boom, here we go. And I'm just gonna erase this. Well, you're gonna have to, of course, come and cut this off, because I don't know why I didn't make my square big enough, but, and so boom, here we go. So now we have the top of the bag done, and now we have the bottom. So now let's work on building the sides up, okay? Always put your nutrition facts on what's facing you is gonna be considered your right, okay? So you're gonna put your nutrition facts here, okay? And then you're gonna come put your barcode here. And I'm just gonna add a little text, and I'm gonna put class of 2021, okay? Change your wording to black, okay? And of course, I'm going to have to take that red away, okay? And so I'm gonna bring this in here, and I'm just stretching it out just so that you can see it, okay? So I have this now, class of 2021. So now I'm gonna put my nutrition bag right here. I mean, not my barcode, I'm sorry. Then I'm gonna put it next to it so that I make sure I line it up, okay? I'm gonna hold down shift, and I'm gonna go straight down. Okay, and then you can come in and put, let me see, do I have any more images? Yeah, I have a schoolhouse, yeah. So let me I'm gonna make this smaller, and I'm gonna just slip it right in here with that, okay? Right there, all right? Then I'm going to say, So glad you are part of my class. Okay, so I'm gonna put so glad you are a part of my class. And now I'm gonna put Mrs. T. Okay, so then I'm gonna change the color to purple. And guys, if y'all have questions, you can ask me. If y'all, you know, if I'm not explaining it good enough, just let me know, okay? And then, then I'm gonna put this right here.
What font
Okay.
are you using?
Which one? For this one? For the one, so it's called ANIC, ANICK. And I'm gonna take this. I'm sorry.
Get it from the font, or is it part
Yes,
of Fluent?
I think maybe I got it from DeFont. If I didn't get it from DeFont, guys, I'll be honest. A lot of my files, if I don't get it from DeFont, I will get it from Creative Fabrica.
Okay.
And that's where you pay $29 a month, but you get like a ton of stuff. I mean, really good stuff. And so, boom, guys, here is our finished chip bag. So then at this point, what I do is I go and I make sure that everything is exactly how I need it to be, where I want it to be. Like I see this here, I'll zoom up. And I see this little piece I'm gonna cut off. And I'm also gonna cut this one off. Well, I don't know what they did with that white pencil. They must have forgot about that. They just quit on that white pencil. Or maybe because I removed the background on it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna look up and this is how I want it to be, okay? So I'm gonna select everything and I'm gonna group it together, okay? I'm gonna come over to my right and make sure that I go to my line style, go to my line color, okay? And I'm going to take all that red away. Y'all see that? You see how it changed the way it looks? So then I feel like, okay, well, since I took the red away, then maybe I wanted to, and so I'm finna show y'all, I'm glad I made that mistake myself. So that I can show y'all, do you see how, because I did not group these pencils together in the beginning? So now I have literally sat here and all these pencils are separate. Every single one of them are separated. You see? So now I'm going to group them together, okay? I'm grouping them together. And so now I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna put an offset on them. See, I told y'all, if y'all have boys, okay, now make this small just so that I can have just a little bit of color behind it. Because I did not necessarily like that. And so I'm going to change the color behind it to black. And this is just so to give it some color, okay? Group, and then I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I'm going to shrink it down. Come up a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to make it black again, okay? And then now I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to bring it back, guys. I'm just making sure all of this is together, okay? Okay, so now I'm bringing this back in. And so now we're going to send this to the back, okay? We're sending it to the back. And so now we're ready to adjust here. And so always make sure that you see how I did it again. I did not group these two together. So now I can come here. Okay. And then I can come down here. Because that's where my lines are. And now we are ready to select it again. Okay, boom, there we go, right there. Okay, so now we're gonna select this again, group it, and we're gonna change that line color to transparent. And then now we can print this out. Okay, so do anybody have questions about anything that I've went over so far? Not yet, nobody? Okay,
I have a
okay,
question.
okay.
Okay, so everything that you did there will be in the business edition, or will it be in regular studio silhouette? I can't talk. Silhouette.
Studio, you should
Yeah.
have I think you should have everything in regular Silhouette Studio, except that knife tool that I showed, but you will have the eraser. And I think maybe the knife tool may be in the regular edition. Don't make me lie to you, but you will have that eraser. But what I always say to do is draw you, okay, so basically draw you a square, okay? Draw you a square, and then just go to your modified panel and then subtract it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Just to, if you don't have that feature, because for some reason, I'm not sure if it's just the business edition, but for some reason, every time I use that eraser, my whole screen it just go away. So I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know what I'm erasing? I could then erase my whole design.
Okay, one more question.
Okay.
Okay, and which paper do you print this out on?
Okay, so I'm using it's Office Depot butcher paper, not butcher. See, I done some sublimation, brochure paper, the presentation paper. That's what I'm using for this one. And they do have it for inkjet and laser. So now
Okay,
I'm gonna put my
brochure paper.
Yes, brochure or presentation paper.
Okay.
And so now I'm going to, because it's, well, I could print it out that way. I'm going to go to my print page setup and I'm going to do it portrait. And let's see if it want to work for me. A lot of times Silhouette, if I'm doing something else, I'm like, oh, y'all so jealous. If I'm doing something else, sometimes it will not work. See, now y'all seen I just put that on landscape, right? Y'all see I'm putting it on landscape. So what I'll do is I'll just come over and flip my image so that I can make sure it's being printed. And so what I did was I turned on my print border, right? So my print border, do y'all see it here? Is that little gray fine line? Do y'all see it?
Yes, I see it.
So what I'm gonna do is, this is telling me this is like 8.6. So I'm just gonna simply come in here and shrink it and fit it into this space so that I'm getting everything that I need. And then you'll see how it looks once I go to print it. You'll see if I cut something off, if I'm missing something, you'll be able to see all of that when I go to print. Okay, so I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna hit file and then print. And so this is what all it's gonna print out for me, okay? So it gives you a print preview, okay? However, I'm gonna make sure I choose the right printer because I have a ton of printers in here. And what I have realized that my biggest mistake is not, because I do sublimation, I have it where my preferences are already set to mirror the image. So the issue that I do with that is advance. What the problem that I've been having with that is I will forget to actually put my to take the mirror imaging off, and then I've wasted so much paper. No. Paper size, okay, letter. Oh, I'm gonna do this in my tray too. And then I'm gonna have glossy. So you see how I changed my printer settings to make sure that it works for that, okay? So I'm gonna press okay. And then I'm gonna go and stick this paper in the printer, okay? Okay, and then I'm gonna hit print. While I'm waiting for that to print, so now I have my ATG gun, okay? I have my absolute favorite bag of chips besides the plain Lay's because I have a,
We don't
I'm sorry?
see you. We don't see you.
You don't see me?
No, ma'am.
Okay, once this it finished printing, maybe it'll free up the screen. I guess say it's gonna take you a sweet time. I'm telling y'all, Silhouette be acting like I'm just not supposed to do nothing else on my computer. Okay, so now do y'all see me? Am I back?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So I have my ATG gun, okay? Or if you have, and I had one earlier, it just was empty. Or if you have one of the little double-sided tape runners, if you have one of those, I have this is my absolute favorite bag of chips now because I found out that I have a gluten allergy, but I can have a Lay's potato chips. So this is my favorite, so I have these. Then I have I now bought this little thing on Amazon, guys. And I absolutely do not remember where I got it from. It was posted in a group. And so this will be my first time actually using this little thing, okay? So I'm interested to see. And of course, you're supposed to have crinkle type scissors. So crinkle type scissors. But of course, where are my scissors at today? Because I needed them. I have no idea. Okay. But we're going to work with what we got. So now let me go get my page and I'm going to plug this up while. Now I hope this don't go blow up nothing now. Y'all know some of this stuff we can't trust now. I need my flashlight, guys. I don't even know my cell phone at. Let me see. Where did I put my cell phone? Oh, I know where I put it. Y'all see, I would forget my head if it wasn't attached. Let me put my flashlight on to plug this up down here by my desk.
Sheena, what printer do you use? When I do chip bags, it seems like I go through a lot of ink.
Let me tell you the best thing. And people only think that these printers were made for sublimation. And so the best printers were Canon, the MG series. Okay, but they stopped making them. I think they discontinued them. But I have a HP laser printer. I have an HP laser printer. And I also have a Office Jet. Now I printed this on it's called the Office Jet Pro. It's like a laser printer, but it doesn't take as much ink and you get the same shine and color that you would get with a laser printer. So basically, had I known about this printer first, I would have never gotten a laser printer. Basically.
So which one is that?
This is the Office Jet. It's a HP Office Pro 920.
Okay, thank you.
And they were and so they give you I'm not sure if y'all can see, But you see how it gives you that shine of it doesn't smear your images as normal inkjet printers will when you're working with this kind of paper. Okay. So now that we have this, okay. We're gonna start assembling, okay? I'm gonna show y'all how I tape it first, simply because, yeah, my printer won't go down any further. My computer. So what I'm gonna do is show y'all how I start taping mine. Now, if somebody that do them on here, if you have a different way and a better way, then you're more than welcome to say how you assemble them. What I do with mine is I start here. I go from the side and I go from down across into this side, okay? I make sure that this is the last piece that I will tape, okay? That's the last piece that I will put a piece of tape on, okay? And again, this is just how I do mine, guys. There's a ton of different ways to do it, but this is just how I do mine. So again, I go from the top to the bottom, go across, and then I come back up, okay? So I make a U basically, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all need to get y'all one of these ATG guns. Ooh, they will save your life and your time. But let me tell y'all, when you trying to change that tape, woo, that was so stressful to me. Plenty of days I almost said, you know what, forget this. Just give me a little double-sided tape runner. But then when I really found out how to do it, I was like, ooh, I like this thing. Okay, so I'm not sure if y'all can see, but my tape is on here, okay? So I'm gonna set my bag of chips like this. And so remember, guys, some people will actually, now I've seen people do this before. I do not do this, okay? I don't. But I have seen some people will actually take the chips out the bag and put them into a little Ziploc bag. I don't do that. So, because I just don't think it's sanitary. And I don't know where your hands have been if you touching on my stuff. So that's just me, okay? But I have it laying down, okay? All right, y'all see? So now that I have it in here, guys, what I'm going to do is because I know exactly where I want my bag to be, okay? All right, I see where I want it, okay? I'm going to come and now put my piece of tape at the top, okay? So I'm gonna put it here, okay? And then now all you're doing is you are simply folding in, okay? I'm about to show y'all, hold on. Okay, so now let me get my little piece started, okay? So I'm gonna just simply come and fold in, okay? Can y'all see it? Can y'all see me? So I tell y'all what, let me stop sharing my screen so y'all can see all of me. Let me see. Can y'all see me? Or what do y'all see on the screen?
Yes, we can see you.
I can see.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna come here, okay? And then I'm gonna take this side and fold it over, okay? Now, once I have lined these up, then I'm gonna pick it back up so y'all can see, okay? So now, okay? This is what I have done, all right? My back is together, and now it's sealed, okay? I'm gonna come to the bottom of the bag and line it up and scrunch. Okay? Y'all see me? Then I'm gonna come to the top of the bag and I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm going to move it like this. And then I'm going to just simply scrunch, okay? And now, look at this. Y'all see that? Then now we finna try this now, y'all. Now, disclaimer, this is my first time using this. So if y'all see my computer go poof, then y'all know, don't buy this thing.
Wait, what is that?
It's a crimper. Let me tell you what it's called. It's called a food bag heat sealer. And I got it from Amazon. I'm gonna look on my Amazon thing and I'll put where I got it from. So now y'all let me be the test dummy first now. So all you do is just simply, now let's see. You just take it. Oh, okay. So it may, I'm gonna see. Well, let me do this side first. Now, guys, y'all can. I think I only got it because it was like, I forgot how much it was. Oh, okay. So that's what you're supposed to do. So it do the same thing as a paper crimper. It just, to me, a paper crimper works better than this. And it just seals it because it heats up the glue to make sure that the glue is on there pretty nice and strong. Now it's hot, guys. It get really hot, okay? I don't know if it's supposed to get that hot, but let me turn this off, okay? And let me get my paper. Okay, so let me see. Can y'all see it a little bit? Can y'all see how it crimped it up, I guess? Let me see.
Not really.
Not really. Let me
I
see.
wonder if the color come off though eventually, like, you know, if you have like a dark color and you do it, if it come off on like the blades of the crimper.
Well, let me see. No, because I do have black on here and it didn't. It didn't come off.
Okay, cool.
But I'll put the link. So it didn't blow up on me, y'all. So, but to show y'all the real deal, let me go get my paper crimper, okay? So y'all can see what it really supposed to look like. Now this might work for something, I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna work for, okay? But let me get my paper crimper so I can show y'all what it's supposed to look like when you're done. Well, guys, I thought I had my paper crimper, but I guess I don't. I may have gotten rid of it. Maybe. I don't think I did. It's somewhere, but if you run it through your paper crimper, then, I mean, it's crimpled with this, but the paper crimper gives you a much better look to me. But this is your chip bag. Okay? And listen, guys, you can do this for weddings, baby showers. People like custom items. They love them. Even if you make a template, guys, you can sell them on Etsy. And that's easy, quick money. So does anybody have a question about this? Y'all still with me? I made y'all fall asleep. Help me out.
Still here.
Anybody have a question about this chip bag? And as you can see, it's sealed in the back.
Can you make those in Cricut too?
Yes, because, well,
I don't know. I ain't never, I did some about 2 years ago, but I did it in Microsoft Word.
I was finna say the only thing about doing it in Cricut is, so let me see. I don't know if when you're printing in Cricut, I think as long as you don't make it a cut file, you can do the full 8.5 by 11.
But how would you not make it a cut file with the image on it? Like with the pencil image of the.
So what you do is once you finish with it, you attach it. If you attach it, it makes it one full image. I think y'all want to see? Hold on.
I don't think so. I think you have to do printing cut with that. I think it's too big for Cricut because that's
Maybe
why I started
because I
doing
know-
mine in Publisher
Okay, I was gonna say because I know maybe so.
because it's
I
like
hope-
6 point something by.
Yes, it is really small when you're in Cricut for you to have to print it in.
Because I think that's why I did mine in Publisher because I was using Cricut when I first started, and it was too big, so I did it in Publisher.
Okay, so I knew I knew something like, and so even if you attach it versus what I like about Silhouette is you can print as big as you need to. It doesn't give you as long as your paper size is on your computer, it gives you the option to print that big or that small. So Deandra, let me ask you this. I know you said that you're going to try to do it in Cricut, but don't you have Silhouette, don't you?
Yes, I have Silhouette, but I didn't watch this whole thing. I still don't understand. I don't understand. I guess I'm gonna have to watch a little bit more.
But what I will do is I will go over we'll break down the software of Silhouette and we will also break down the software of Cricut. That way, just me going in here showing you the video, because there are a lot of tools that are in Silhouette.
Yeah, I want to learn it, but I can't. I mean, it ain't that I can't even get the thing to cut.
Oh yeah, so that means you probably don't have your cut on.
Yeah, I can't even get it to cut. I've been had it about 3 months. And last week I just figured out how to get it to Bluetooth. So
Oh yeah, oh no, you sitting on some money. Gonna get you rocking and rolling. What's my saying? Crafting with Sheena will get you where you need to be. And that's with all your machines. So guys, y'all have any questions for me? Anything. Any questions, any comments, any suggestions? What y'all got for me? Y'all quiet. Next time we're gonna have us a good old pajama party. Yeah, everybody can wear their pajamas and we just gonna get on here and make it do what we do.
So the other thing I have, so say like how you have that word welcome, right? So say I would have Googled that, right? And brought it in Silhouette and I would have hit the trace feature. I notice a lot of times when I do the trace feature, it keeps so say I have an A, it keeps the white of it inside the A, but it'll take when I do trace and detach, I can pull the word out and like delete the rest of the white, but like a A or O, it still have like the white on the inside of the letters.
Normally what happens is you have to go back in and trace just that piece again, but you're gonna actually, hold on, let's get in it. I guess that's my issue and I'm unsure of all the features. Yeah, so we need to get y'all working these machines, guys, because y'all sitting on some, hold on, let me share my screen. Okay, can y'all see?
Yes.
Oh, so you know what, y'all? Y'all can see the whole Silhouette screen now, can't you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's what happened. I didn't know that I had to actually select just the Silhouette software. So it was still trying to put what was in I was sharing my screen and not this actual software. So I'm sorry about that, guys. We'll know next time. And so Yes, okay. Thank y'all for being in the chat.
Thema, Tricia, I have Affinity too, but putting the pieces all together, like I can do the classes and say, okay, cool. But like putting all the pieces together is like where I kind of get lost.
So you want to bring something in that has a A or something in it.
Yeah, because I know like with the business edition, they said like if you how you Google, you could have just like right click and hit copy image and then go to Silhouette and paste it.
And then
And
paste
then
it.
I thought it was supposed to save as a PNG when you paste it, but it hasn't been doing that. It's been bringing in the white background. So I just have been going to the little tray stand that look like a bread. The 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
the fifth one down, it looked like a piece of bread, but that's what it looked like to me. And I hit slice and detach, but like it don't always take all the white off.
Gotcha. So let me well, let me tell you what you need to start doing. Okay, this will be much easier than trace and detach. If you actually well, let's see. Select trace area. I'm gonna just pull this out, okay?
Okay.
So I think you have to highlight that area and you have to like this. This is what you're talking about, like with the E.
Yeah, see how the D.
So
and the
I think
O-
you go back into it and you select that area. And I think it is, what is it? Oh, okay, maybe it's this speckled, no. Maybe if I take, okay, I think this way right here. So I'm moving this, I think it's, I don't know, let me research that in my book.
Okay.
Let me see. No, because that's taking that whole piece off. Let me research how, I know I've seen that before. I just can't think of what it was. So I'll have an answer for you for sure about tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I do know what you're talking about, taking that, oh, y'all didn't made y'all many. Oh, okay, now I got y'all back. Okay, so let me stop share. Okay. All righty, guys, so any questions? Again, any comments, any suggestions? I really appreciate y'all coming on Crafting with Sheena tonight. I hope that this was helpful to you. I will, after download, I will tell y'all where it will be in the group because I'm not sure if it's gonna make me to upload it as a file or not. But I will definitely put it in the group so that you can go back to it, reference it as many times as you need to, okay? I think that what would be something that y'all want me to go over tomorrow? And we need to come up with a time that'll work for everybody. Do y'all think that do y'all prefer us going live or do y'all prefer us doing Zoom? Unmute your mics, let me know what's better for you.
I like the Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, Zoom works real well.
Okay. And that way I can see, I have a better way of sharing my screen versus just telling y'all how to do something.
And
So what would be,
we could share our screen too, and you could see where we're stuck.
Yes.
We have a share screen button on here.
yes, so that would be perfect. That way if you're having trouble with something, I can see that way I can actually tell you, hey, you need to do blah, blah, blah. So what's the next tutorial that you guys are wanting? Now, y'all that know me, y'all know I love my Carmex. Now, y'all ain't seen me put my Carmex on the whole time I've been on this.
Oh, like where the ice? Where is the ice?
Oh, well, you see. Got a nice cup right here. Anybody? What's the tutorial that y'all want?
Photoshop.
Photoshop? Okay. So
The list is so long. Just start from the beginning, work your way through.
A
yeah, and you know what? I'm sorry.
rhinestone template, how to use Silhouette to make a rhinestone like shirt.
Okay. We can definitely do that. Now who gave that suggestion?
Tanya.
Me.
Tanya?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so do you have so I assume you have the business edition, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that'll be good because once I'm telling you guys, let me show y'all. I had a shirt that I done with the rhinestone. And you know what else is, you can also use the spangles to this was a shirt that I done with the rhinestone template. I had this patch. Can y'all see it?
Yes.
So I had this the Warriors template already. So I went in and I just added an offset of the rhinestones, and that's how I did that piece.
So do you have the business edition
yes,
in order to
the rhinestone? Yes. I mean, but even if I always keep these videos up. The best time to catch, I seen that Rhodacia put in the group, Swing Design, they always have a coupon for how you go from one Silhouette software to the next, and it's cheaper that way versus you just outright paying I think it's like $100 maybe for you to just get it. If you go to, if you have like the designer edition, then you can only pay you'll pay like $60 to get the business edition. Okay. And so that's why I've been kind of talking to Silhouette for, because every year that I have my certification, they give me like 10 coupon codes. And that is one of the things that I'm trying to get them to give me the coupon codes for, is for the business edition. But these are the spangled, I don't know if y'all can see them really well. Oh. And so what I simply done with this was I just made my design in Silhouette Studio. And then I just, instead of it being the rhinestones, I just used the, I think they were called spangle dots or something. They were a little bit more tedious than the actual rhinestones though. Because you know with the rhinestones, once you cut the template and you cut it out on that paper, you can just put your rhinestones where they need to be.
Yeah, you can do the template in Cricut too.
Oh, okay, gotcha. See, I didn't know that. Yeah, so are we going back? So what's the next day that y'all want us to actually get on Zoom? And what is a minute tutorial that y'all want to see tomorrow? I told y'all can get sick of seeing me. Y'all can get tired of seeing me.
Ooh, let's see.
I won't. You got me motivated. I'm on my grind now.
That's it. Well, I'm glad. Let me tell you, because you cannot sit down on your gift. I say this all the time. You know, a lot of times we do that. Like we get so discouraged because I haven't had an order and blah, blah, blah. So this not gonna work for me. No, and I'm not sure if anybody is on here tonight that was not on the live earlier, but I will say this again. Guys, you need to find your niche. So I'm gonna give y'all a homework assignment. Y'all getting homework.
Homework.
Yes, homework. Over the weekend, guys, even if it's just for a moment, sit down and figure out what your Crystal, yes, homework. Figure out what your niche is. You need to find out who you are trying to target, who you are trying to reach. What customer are you trying to get? Because if you're trying to get all customers, you're going to get no customer. Because they're not going to know what you offer different than anybody else. I did a live on TikTok earlier and I said that. Make sure, and we're also going to talk about branding. I'm going to talk to y'all about how you brand your products. I'm going to talk to y'all about this is Rhodacia, don't be Rhodacia. She makes amazing stuff, and not just because she's my cousin, guys. She really makes amazing stuff, and she does not sell her products.
So, well, I guess when you get to branding, because I think that would be one of the things too. So, like when you are first starting out, you know, you don't want to do a vinyl shirt and you give it to a customer, and then 2 weeks out in the line, they call and say, my vinyl peeling. So how do you test out, and how long do you test out your products before you actually introduce it as something you're going to sell?
Okay, so let me tell you the answer to that. Very simple and quickly. Prime example, this shirt. I have washed this shirt 4 times now. I always make one, okay? And I use that as my wash shirt. And sometimes I'll do smaller shirts. I don't always do a bigger shirt. I'll just buy a bunch of kid shirts, okay? You're going to keep washing that shirt because you want to make sure that as many times as it's in the wash, that your vinyl is not going to peel. And so that's why I would encourage anybody on here, if you don't have a heat press or a Cricut Easy Press, if you're working with the iron, you need to stop today. Because eventually your vinyl will start peeling because the iron is not strong enough to hold up on that shirt. Now they can tell you, you put that pressure on it and all of that, eventually it will come up. But a heat press or a Cricut Easy Press, you know that you're getting into the fibers of the shirt. You should, when you press a shirt, okay, you should be able to see the texture of your shirt through the actual vinyl. If you don't see the texture of the shirt through that vinyl, then you've done it all wrong. Okay? So make a shirt. I mean, Dollar Tree have shirts. You don't have to make a fully done shirt. You can put a name on it. I have so many shirts that say Sheena. Little shirts, onesies, whatever I find on sale. I'll go to Dollar Tree and just grab a stack of shirts. That's how you know that that product is gonna work. That's the best thing to do. And so that's why you also give people, you have to give yourself time. So giving yourself a 5 to 7 business day or a 3 to 5 business day policy is the best thing. Because anything can happen in between those days. I'm telling you, I have been there before. I kid you not. One time I was working y'all on an order of 147 shirts. And guess what? I was on shirt number 40 and my heat press decided to die. But because I had given them a 7-day time frame, I had time to get a new heat press in and still have their product to them. So guys, you have to give yourself time in case something happens. Because sometimes some vinyl may just be bad. And that's another thing. That's why you need to also let your customer know. That's why that policy, I talked about policies earlier today. You need policies. And so, Rhodacia, you got a whole heat press over there.
You know what?
So you know if you put enough pressure, that vinyl is not coming off.
Girl, I don't even do vinyl no more since I've been doing sublimation.
See, and so you know sublimation ain't washing off. I'm telling y'all, I'm serious. She'll tell you that. I'm like, why are you not selling your stuff?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it seriously lately, but yeah, because I just want to get to a place too where I know for sure, like if I do something, I won't have someone coming back saying it didn't stay, my sublimation came off.
But they say they sublimation came off, then they got a problem. Unless you're doing it on, and I mean, even if you do it on a higher polyester cotton shirt, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, because even like the gift box hats I did. You know, I did them because Felicia, that's my sister. She asked, well, she was like, look at this, you should try it. And I was like, well, let me see, because I kept on seeing it. I was like, well, I guess I'll jump on the little bandwagon. And so I did it. And then I did a green one. And then I was like, man, this take a lot of cardstock. And so once I told her, I was like, I know how to do it. She was like, well, great. Now do me too. And I'm like, really? So I only did the 2 that I did because my sister wanted them. It wasn't even for me to sell. I think it too was more so of me trying to see if I could do it for myself rather than me making it to sell it. I just want to see if I could do it. Because I've been thinking about trying to do more cardstock, but I'm just like, Lord, I don't know about that, about paper crafting.
Yeah. So I mean, but you have to, I mean, guys, you have to brand and market yourself. You have to. It's no way that you should spend more, you should be spending more money on product than you're making. Then now it's not a business, it's just a hobby. And hobbies can get expensive.
Very expensive.
They'll get expensive. So I mean, so what?
Very.
I'm telling you, they'll get expensive because, and I'm telling y'all, I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all gonna stop trying everything y'all see.
That is just a crafting thing. I'm sorry. I think that's just a crafter. I think crafters just do that where they're like, oh, I'm gonna buy it because one day I might try it.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And I did that in the beginning, y'all. I had so much stuff. I'm telling you. And I was like, I didn't even use half of this stuff. So why did I get it? So I get that. But at least eventually sell it. Don't just sit on it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit on it. So guys, I'm gonna drop the link to this little crimper. Now it didn't blow up and it's still been plugged, okay? So might be on to something, but it's called a food bag heat sealer handheld type power cable, and it was green, so I don't know. But we've successfully, I'm sorry.
Did it have a coupon?
No coupon. No coupon. Maybe we'll get Renation to teach us how to coupon. I know some of y'all probably already coupon, but she's a coupon at heart.
They not expensive. I seen some for like $6.99 on Amazon, that thing that you got.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I think maybe I only paid this maybe. I'm gonna say $12 at the most with shipping.
I like the 6 better.
So she liked the 6 better, but it wasn't expensive at all. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't like the way, and I'll post a picture in the group. I don't like, it didn't crimple it enough for me. And I think if I would have had my, I call them teeth scissors, the shears, that it would have given it a better look, but I didn't have
They're
it.
called pinking shears.
What they call?
Pinking shears.
Damn. That's the name. I call them some teeth scissors.
Let me ask you, with these pinking shears, can I cut that polyester for that peekaboo shirt with these pinking shears, or I need some different kind of shears?
It would be actually perfect for that because it's used for sewing.
Oh, cool.
So it would keep your fabric from raveling anyway.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. All right.
Oh, I might need to give me some teeth scissors. Because this is what I have for the peekaboo. This is what I had gotten.
Oh, to cut the rotary.
Yeah. But
so what you're saying is once you make it, the polyester will ravel eventually.
Yes, I have heard that. What Miss Tanya said, yes, I have. Because the one video that I watched on it, because it was live and popping in the group I was in. And I'm like, I need to try that. And so the one video that I watched, she said something about getting something from Hobby Lobby called Frey Knot, maybe was the name of it.
Oh, yeah, I watched the same video. Yeah.
Something to stop it from fraying.
But you know, I want to see how it looks diagonal instead of straight. I think it'll be cute if you cut it diagonally, maybe, instead of the straight.
Yeah. Cause I even seen one in a group where it was Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, and it was on a blue shirt. It was so cute, y'all. It was like I really wanted to. I had a blue shirt that I had just bleached. I was like, man, I should make this for myself, but that went out the window.
Miss Tony, you sew? Do you sew?
Well, when the pandemic hit, I started sewing masks and selling them. So yeah, a little. I don't make like clothing.
Yeah, I got a whole sewing machine. Got a sewing machine that said I was gonna sew something and haven't sewed nothing on. I didn't even thread the machine.
I inherited one like 8 years ago and didn't use it. It was just sitting there. Then I saw that everybody was making masks. I watched a couple of videos and I've been sewing ever since.
Have you thought about embroidery? Or is embroidery like totally different?
It's totally different, but yeah, I have thought about it. But you know, that's what Sheena said we do, right?
Right.
That's what y'all do. I'm telling you. And I know because I was like that. I'm serious. And now sometimes I'll be like, people will ask me to try something. And I'm like, no. Like y'all stretching me because I used to do a ton of the stuff and then I stopped. Versus now I'm like, well, if they want to learn, you know, of course I will teach it. But I'm telling you, I was like that. I wanted to try everything.
I'm gonna get me one. That's my next thing is to get me a embroidery machine.
Yeah,
I can sew, but I don't sew. I sew when, like if my daughter needs something for school and I don't want to get it, I'll make it myself.
Right.
But it's not an everyday thing. She want to learn how to sew, but
which is, hey, teach them young.
Yeah, because you know, a lot of people don't sew anymore. Man, I'm from a small town. And so you would think even in that little small town, they would have some older folks or somebody who sew. And it was like so hard to find somebody to sew. You know, Monique mama say she sew and her mama sew. But other than that, you would have thought like everybody would have had a mask because everybody out there knew how to sew. But it's really hard to find people that still know how to sew.
Yeah. My 9-year-old granddaughter, she was learning right along with me. So she sews just as well as I sew.
Oh, that's amazing. That is good. That is good. And I'm like that with my baby. Sometimes he want to see what I'm doing. And I'll be like he came in here. He just had to come and show. And if y'all from TikTok, who all in here from TikTok?
I'm from TikTok. I found you on TikTok and then I just started following you.
Okay,
I'm from TikTok. I'm from TikTok.
Yeah, look at TikTok represent. I can't wait to put this on there. But if y'all know my baby always have to be in front of the camera. My oldest son don't ever want to be in front of the camera, but my baby, he always got to come say hi. So I knew it wasn't going to be long before he hopped in here because he just had to see what was going on. So guys, y'all never told me before we hop off, what is our mini tutorial for tomorrow? Because I'm gonna go live at 12. Now, if anybody get on, you do. If you don't, it's okay. I'll leave it up because I know people work and all of that good stuff. So what is
do what you did tonight in Photoshop for the people who use Photoshop? So maybe just do. And then when you're doing the Peekaboo shirts?
As soon as everybody say they got all their products in.
Okay.
Can you give us a list of what we need?
I was just about to say with Peekaboo, what I am gonna do is I will put the list in the group tomorrow, because what I would like for us to do is with the Peekaboo, I would like for that to be our craft alone. Whereas I'm doing it, y'all doing it too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So I have the Toltex shirts. I have the 100% cotton one to do the Peekaboo, and then they had the Heather to do the bleaching with the shirts. Trying to do a bleach shirt. Lord help me.
Well, we gonna learn. Did you watch my video on bleaching?
Yeah, I saw the one for bleaching. I was like, I gotta go in the sun. Ooh.
Hey, that's the only way you're gonna get the color you need. Get out there.
Only bleach in the summertime then?
Yes. Let me tell you, that is when you get the most vibrant colors. In the summertime. Because that sun is what
I was so mad at myself because my first bleach turned out so good and it was on a baby shirt.
What?
Because I was practicing.
Oh. And I'm telling you, those Gildan, now Hobby Lobby used to have them, but they so expensive at Hobby Lobby. but they used to have all the Heather Gildan shirts.
And they don't have them anymore?
No, well, some Hobby Lobbies do. The one here don't have it, but they don't have nothing here, so I don't know.
Cause Jiffy Shirts, I went on there and the 2 and 3X, girl, they sold out. So they
Yeah.
send you to like Anvil, and then they send you to like another, it's Anvil they send you to, and like one of the Bella Canvas.
Yeah, the Heather Bella canvases. Actually,
Yeah.
this is the well, no, this is Gildan. I thought I had a Heather Bella canvas in here.
Cause even the Viva, the vinyl place out here, they out of the 2 and 3X in the Gildan soft style.
Yeah, because I'm telling y'all right now, guys, right now would be the time to make those peekaboo shirts. Because they are taking over right now.
And you can do those for back to school too. I just don't know,
Yeah.
like for a boy. So if I would be making mine, I'll call Felicia, see if she want a peekaboo shirt.
But even for a boy, like I seen somebody done Superman.
Oh,
They did a red one with the Superman background behind it. So that'll be great for a boy. Okay, so our mini tutorial at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna do this in Photoshop. Okay. And then what are we doing tomorrow night? And what time? Because I don't want y'all to get comfortable. Some of y'all here, I can see now. If I let y'all go, y'all gonna go.
Me.
If I let y'all go without seeing my face, y'all gonna take a break.
So tomorrow, come on, ladies, what y'all want? I do have a question. I heard
Can you show us? I don't know if I'm the only one. Can you show us how to make a bigger sublimation picture? I only have a 2720 because I can't even get one of those printers. So I've been trying to figure out how to make the image bigger with like the 8x10, whatever, the 8x11.
I know what you're saying. Okay, I can. Okay.
I was just about to say an all over sublimation shirt.
Oh,
You ain't got that far
you want
yet.
advance.
Well, I mean, go big or go home, right?
That's right. We going all in or we ain't going. So what y'all gonna do?
Oh, she want advance. And make it
If
like
anybody-
When you have to have that board to do that all over.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do need that board.
Yeah.
a
So I
Euro
tell you
bar.
what.
I
So
don't have a board. And
I was gonna say, so here's what we can do, okay? I'll put the list in the group for what we do for all over. So let's make our all over shirt like one day early next week.
okay.
That way I
Okay.
give y'all time to get y'all supplies together, what y'all need. And we also can pick up on, that way I'll give y'all time if y'all gotta give polyester fabric in. I can put the supplies that you need for us to do the peekaboo shirt as well.
So where you
Okay.
got your polyester from? I got mine from Joann's.
I had got mine from Hobby Lobby.
You like Hobby Lobby?
That's all we got here. We got Hobby Lobby and Michaels. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sure do. My sister lived down there in Texarkana. So yeah.
Who's your sister?
Walmart has
Kimberly.
Oh, see, and I'm not from here. So I've only been here 3 years, maybe.
Louisiana, baby.
Yes, I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, yeah, she's been there about 3 years herself.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
she'll tell you all they got here is Michaels and Hobby Lobby. That's it. And neither
So
one of them
do-
ever have what you need.
So look, earlier I heard you say you was doing tumblers with a convection oven and it gave you pneumonia. How?
No. This was the epoxy tumblers.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, I'm about to start trying tumblers. What
It was the epoxy tumblers because I didn't know to cover my face.
That epoxy stuff, I could never get it right because it was still sticky. I just tried the dominoes, not the tumblers,
Oh,
But-
can we do dominoes?
like the dominoes.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I don't know. I stirred it for I don't know how long, like on that video. But then when it came out, they were like you can like bend them.
Oh,
What
yeah.
probably happened is you probably did not realize it, but your measurements may have been a pinch off because if your measurements are a pinch off, it will be sticky.
That is my biggest problem with the resin. Oh my God.
It's
Yeah,
sticky.
I
yes.
tried it. I tried that, and I tried the to make the letter keychains, but I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, so that's the issue. I'm about sure you just don't notice it, but it could be a pinch off, okay?
Or
So-
did you add paint?
No, I added some, just a little, glitter.
Oh, okay.
Cause
When
I was,
added
I was
paint,
just
mine
trying,
messed up
you
too.
know, just trying it out. I didn't use no, paint. I forgot what kind of paint some lady told me
I use acrylic.
that I needed, but I didn't get it. After those dominoes messed up, I never, went back. I still got the stuff, but I never went back and
Oh, it's that epoxy is trial and error, honey. Trial and
Yes,
error.
it
tried to
is.
make it.
It's trial and error because I messed up coasters, bracelets, earrings.
Everything, yeah, it is
Everything.
trial and error. You do have
Before
to
I got
make
it
sure.
right.
That's why I say if your measurements are a pinch off, it will make it sticky.
Yeah, it was really sticky, but yeah. But I
I tell
like
y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put an editable form in the group, okay? And just go in there and just add stuff, okay? Like what y'all want to try, just add it. And so then we may do something where we just pick out the hat and decide what we'll do, okay? Because I'm telling you, I want y'all to be in here. I want y'all to learn. I want y'all to be able to say everything I wanted to learn. I was able to learn it in Crafting with Sheena Academy.
Have anybody here tried the toppers for the tumblers with the ice and the fruit?
Oh,
I just bought all my
They've been out
supplies.
of fruit here for the last month. I can't even find the fruit. I got the ice, but no fruit for me.
Order from Amazon.
Mail.
I ordered mine from Amazon.
Oh, I'll have to go on there and order.
Because I never could find it at Hobby Lobby. They kept saying they had it at Hobby Lobby, but I never could find it.
I got the ice from Michael's, but they were sold out of the other stuff. But I see a lot of people making those things. I like to try it.
I'm scared to try it. I got all my stuff.
I'm not always able to.
Here go another one.
I'm not always able to come in my office because my son is artistic, so it's just the hit and quit thing with me.
Yeah. Here go another one. Got all these supplies and ain't doing nothing with them. Scared to try.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
No, we not in here.
I'm telling you, I'm sitting on money.
I got a lot. I do candles every now and then. I do them. I did some around Christmas and I sold quite a lot of them, but I ain't been back to do that. I made some lip balm and lip chap. I sold that, but I never made no more. So
yeah, see a lot. So I bet you a lot of y'all got inventory in your house. Y'all be making some money and not doing nothing with it.
yes, ma'am.
Well, we gonna
all set up on that one.
Well, we gonna change it. Y'all gonna get sick of making stuff. Y'all gonna be making up excuses why y'all can't come in the group. I'm finna stretch y'all. Y'all finna get out of being scared, okay?
Question about the Peekaboo t-shirt. So what items do you need for that t-shirt, the Peekaboo?
I'm gonna put them in the group. So what you're gonna need is a t-shirt. You're gonna need polyester fabric. Miss Tanya said, get you some. Miss Tanya, come back on and say what kind of scissors it is.
Grandma called them pinky shears.
Okay.
I heard her. Yeah, I have a pair. They are pinky shears.
And then I got the rotary because that's how I actually made the
line. So I have that too.
So that's all you need. It's just and
Okay, I have a question for you, the sewers in the group. Is stitch witchery the same as that heat and bind stuff, or is that different?
So you glue it in the inside?
You flip your shirt inside out, and there's some stuff called heat and bind.
That's the same thing.
So stitch witchery is the same.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But can you use any fabric glue?
Well, let me tell you what they said.
The washing.
Yes. So they said the one that I have, I had it somewhere in here. I got the right here. I got the Ultra Hold.
That's
and
what I got.
I have put mine in the. This is what I got. And I have washed it 3 times so far, and it's still on there.
I also have like fabric glues too.
So maybe try. I mean, listen, we're just trying it. Try and see.
And I think as long as you can wash it and it don't like separate from the shirt, you're good with whatever. Like if you're a sewer or you normally sew items and you use that and you know that it can hold up in the wash, I think you can use it. That was just the question, was that
But the
can you
tape
wash?
that Sheena had, I'm sorry, the
No,
tape
go
that
ahead.
you had, I know that works really well because I used it on cuffing some jeans one time. I just needed them cuffed for that time, one time. So I washed them a couple of times. It stayed forever. I still can't get them out.
Yeah.
I cut it out. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, try. I'm just trying. We just trying.
I have fabric glue, several different kinds, because I do rhinestones on clothing sometimes.
Okay, gotcha.
I make t-shirts, so I do make t-shirts. But somebody might want, like when I did the Chucks and Pearls, somebody actually wanted real pearls on there.
What?
So I did that a couple of times. And I'm gonna tell you, Chucks and Pearls t-shirt is a t-shirt that I hate making.
So did you tell them to hand wash?
It's a lot of work because you're cutting a lot of pieces.
So did you tell them to hand wash that and not put that in the washer, or?
Oh yeah, I give a I make a t-shirt. I have a t-shirt, a cardstock that I cut out with all the instructions on it. Yep. You wash it by hand. I just don't like making that t-shirt because the tennis shoes are like in 3 pieces sometimes.
Yeah, that is true with the different colors.
But that shirt,
you got black, you got white, and you got the color
made
of the
us
shoe.
a lot of money. A lot of people that make shirts, they made us a lot of money though.
Yeah, those Chucks and Pearls, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they
That
did.
shirt made a lot of money because I made a lot of money with it too.
Yeah.
It wore me out so bad. I said I don't even want to do adult t-shirts. I just want to do one and taller t-shirts. I do. That's it.
Yeah, so guys, we gonna be doing it all in here.
So do all you ladies have a LLC for your business, or?
No, I don't.
No,
I
I'm
don't even
still
have a
sole
business.
proprietor right now until the end of the year.
No, I
No,
don't.
ma'am, I don't have a LLC. I just got a EDIL number. Now my aunt told me I really didn't need no LLC.
Well,
It depends on
you're
how
doing
much
it.
money it is.
I have an LLC for both of my businesses.
Well, you kind of do, because if anything happens and
Yeah.
you not a LLC, you're going to be personally responsible.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have an LLC, it's limited liability. So if you're really going to do a business where you're paying taxes and everything, you don't want to have where it's just your name and you're responsible for anything that happens. You want to have some kind of LLC. You don't want to do sole proprietorship. Because a sole proprietorship, if somebody say, oh, your shirt made me break out and I'm suing you, then they're gonna come after your personal asset. But if you have like an LLC or a corp or something like that, then you're limited on the personal financial that you'll take on.
Okay.
So that's like a sole proprietorship.
Yeah, that's what she had me to do. I guess because I'm not really, in business like a lot of y'all on here, you know, I'm just now doing it. Just beginning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still crawling. I ain't walking yet. I'm still crawling. So,
and that makes sense. But once you get into business full time, guys, or if you trying to make this a full time hobby, whatever, you need to have your business protected. So both of my businesses, I have a customs business, and then I have my blanks business, where they are both the LLC. And what Radesha said is totally correct. And that way you can get business credit with an LLC, versus it being on, you know, versus you using your personal credit, you can do so much more with an LLC. And so that we can also do business classes if y'all want, because I started with the sole proprietorship, and I guess in 2009, right before the pandemic hit, is when I switched to an LLC.
I definitely want to know more because I do enough business that I probably do need to protect myself.
Yes, because I'm telling you guys, people are dirty. And I knew that already, but when I tell y'all that I still have been going back and forth with Facebook about my account being hacked. And the crazy part is that the person that hacked my Facebook account, guys, they even tried to hack my cell phone and my MacBook.
What?
So they were out to try to totally get me, like totally. And so people are dirty. People, I mean, they will come up with anything. I mean, they can go scratch their arm and say, well, Meltricia made me a shirt and it cut me, like Rhodacia said, and then you're responsible. And if you don't have an LLC to say, okay, well, that's why I paid for LLC for them to protect my business, then they come in and take all your stuff because that's your lawsuit against theirs. That is why, guys, I'm going to tell y'all this before we hop off. Policies are important, especially if your business is not being, if you're not protecting your business as far as LLC is concerned. You need to have policies set in place. You need to have them.
I don't have none in place, but I had this girl. I done a lot of work for their church, and so I did like $700 worth of work for them, masks and t-shirts. Well, she called me and she said that she didn't get the mask, but she got the t-shirts. They took the mask out the box, but they didn't take the t-shirts. So I redid the mask again for her. So around Christmas time, when everybody was making those memorial balls, so I sent her the Christmas balls. So then she called and said that some was missing out the box. She said, I'm gonna show it to you. And I'm like, why is your mail people, you need to get in contact with your mail, whoever delivering your mail, and see why they opening your box, because when the box left me, it wasn't open. When it left me, everything was in there. So I wound up telling the girl, I said, I can't do nothing, no business with you anymore. I can't. So she went to this other lady that I know, and the design that I did for her pastor, she gave it, gave it to them. And my mom was like, you can't do nothing about it, Renee. You cannot do anything about it.
That's why watermarking, we talked about that today. Watermarking your products is the best thing. It will say, at least people know that it's yours. So I'm telling you guys, it's a lot to the business, but you have to make sure that the first thing you are doing is protecting your business. And another thing that y'all may not know, and I got really close with the lady that works at the post office here. And the one thing that you don't know is when USPS deliver a package to a home, they take a picture. You can request for your packages to have pictures taken. In my policy, my shipping policy is there. Once a package leaves from me, I send my customer a picture of their package leaving from me. I send them a picture of me in the post office. If I go to the post office, if I have a request to pick it up, I send them a picture. Once that package leaves for me, I'm not responsible. Get insurance on your product so that you can take it up and you can file a claim with the post office.
Yeah, and you could put like FOB, means freight on board, mean once I send it, it's your responsibility.
Yes.
If you don't get it. So you can say, hey, it's FOB. I sent it. I don't work for the post office. I don't work for UPS. I don't work for DHL. Now, anything after I hand it off, you're going to be responsible for it. And, if you want to do customer service to some extent, because like with your situation, after the first time, I would have did some kind of tracking. Like I would have did some kind of certified signature or something.
Yes.
Where it's like, okay, no, you signed for it and you signed and said all your items was in this package. So if something missing, you're gonna have to take that hit because you know you can't go to Walmart and say something missing and Walmart be like, oh, we're gonna give it all back to you.
That's right. And not just that, like if anybody shipped through pirate ship, one thing I love about pirate ship is when you get that delivered notification from them and you check it, it says left at side door or left at garage door, left in the mailbox. It tell you exactly where that product was left at. So guys, that's my point for this group. Y'all can't keep taking loss like that. Because for me, I would have told her, okay, once that package left out of my hand, but if you don't have a policy to stand on, then she could come after you or she could give you a bad name. So guys, we cannot afford to do any of that.
Yeah, that's what she tried to do because like on the Christmas balls, I got what she said to have them to sign for the thing, but she told me she didn't even have to sign for the Christmas balls.
Yeah, she
so
never got that package.
So I don't know, I really don't know. So I'm glad you told me that about the photo stuff. But yeah, I had for her to sign before she got it, but she said she didn't sign for it. Her mailman just left it on the porch, on her front porch.
Yeah,
it's like she said, I do couponing. Even when I used to get coupons and people would mail me like coupons, they would take a picture of my name, my address with the coupons. They'd take a picture of the coupons sitting on top of the envelope with my name and address so I can verify my name and address is correct. Then they'll take a picture of them opening the mailbox and putting the package in the mailbox.
Yes.
For me couponing. And that way, if I don't get them, it's like, okay, there's evidence that I sent this.
I have a pair of scissors and
That's correct. So guys, I am gonna hop off of here. I appreciate y'all coming on with me. I'm gonna take a picture.
Show you right here.
The screen.
3 yards for $5.91. Pretty good deal, I think.
All right, I took a picture of the screen. Guys, I truly appreciate y'all coming on with me. We're gonna meet back tomorrow. And I want y'all to do me a favor, go into the group
cardboard shirt form that I got a 20.
Go into the group and leave a review about this Zoom meeting. Leave a review. If you know somebody that's trying to start their business, want to learn how to craft, then refer them to the group. Let's grow our group. Let's continue being active. I'll see y'all back tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. So what tutorial did we decide to do tomorrow? Oh, I'm gonna do this in Photoshop, and then we will decide tomorrow on what our evening tutorial will be. Okay.
Okay.
All righty, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, my loves. Well, y'all have a good night. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay, guys?
You too.
Have a good night.
Good night.
You too. Good night.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
I love you too, sweetie.
Oh.
Hey, little man.
Oh, she was still there.
All right. All righty. Bye, guys.